Hey, my friends, I am glad to see you. This week, we're going to be talking about how to survive hard. If you've listened to my podcast or watched my YouTube videos, you know that I know a thing or two about hard. My late spouse passed from bone cancer, and it was a 4-year battle with a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a dozen surgeries, and having to deal emotionally and mentally with the diagnosis of terminal cancer once that came, and then the repercussions afterwards. For those of you who follow my channel or listen to my podcast, you know it's been about 8 years since Clint passed, and grief is a huge thing that I talk about, helping those try to understand grief, how to work through their own grief, and then how to be there for people who are grieving. Because if you haven't gone through losing somebody close to you, and I hear this so often, people are like, I had no idea. I cannot believe how hard this is. Like, I couldn't wrap my mind around it. And all the feelings that go with it, you can't relate in any way. I have a really good friend that I treasure her relationship and mine, and she lost a spouse. I want to say it was 3 years ago. And she had been my friend when Clint was alive as well. And she's just like, Kamille, I had no clue until after I lost my husband. Like, I had no idea. Like, you just don't get it. You just think, oh, your life's, it's okay. Just move forward, move on. Like, but it's a part of you that has died as well. And when I help with grief and helping, being a advocate for those who are struggling and need that extra help, in private mentoring as well, it's knowing that you're not alone. Even though you're grieving completely uniquely, that you are a part of a huge community. And that has been my mission statement, right? Is helping people realize how to move forward when life is hard, how to find hope again and happiness again, and be able to have confidence to be happy and know you deserve to be happy. And I really, I have taken a chunk of time off the last year, and it's felt good, honestly. Like, I have been nursing boys that are growing into men that don't have their dad here. And for me, I've remarried and I'm in a very healthy, safe, peaceful, good relationship. But my boys, I had no idea coming up on my oldest son entering into, the rights of manhood, football, driving, high school, how hard grief hit him and subsequently us, as well as, my little guys going into junior high and how hard grief has hit him. It's a never ending train that you cannot get off of. And you don't want to, because knowing that it hurts means that you love them and you loved them and you had an amazing, beautiful person that was a part of your life. And, we talk often, each tear is a drop of love. That's what I tell my boys and been telling them for a long time. And my cute daughter's out on her own and being an adult and learning that life's hard. So the last year has really helped me marinate with today's topic. And that is 3 things that are going to help you when it's hard. One is essential in years of working with others and myself, is you have to fuel yourself. Okay? We're going to talk about three things to do today. 3. And one is F, that is fuel yourself. Okay? And what does that look like? Does that look like watching a Netflix show after the kids go to bed, even though you're exhausted and you have laundry? It could look like that, absolutely. Does it look like drinking enough water? Yeah, there are so many ways that you need to realize that you can fuel yourself. And it's so important. Self-care is essential when you are going through hard. You need to think about, what am I putting in my body? What am I doing to my body? I mean, I abused food. Like, it satiated my depression so much throughout my lives. You know, I was talking today to my cute teenager who came home, and I was like, hey, you know, when I'm sad, I either work out or eat a burger and french fries and onion rings, you know? And he just giggled, and I just, you know, I have been there, I understand, but it doesn't make you feel good hours after you've done that. So taking care of yourself, fueling yourself with good things. You can't put wrong gas in your car and expect it to operate in a way that you're happy with. So if your tank is running on E, like, please do something for yourself that will help your future self. So not what you're putting in your mouth that's gonna harm your future self, but what are you drinking? Who are you connecting with? What craft projects do you like? What fills your cup? Like, I picked up knitting. I hadn't knit for a long time. You know, I used to own a knitting store, and it was painful and hard to pick that up because after Clint passed, I moved on from that. And so I picked that up again, and I've painted a little bit. I've made an incredible embroidery wall hanging, like, and I felt good doing it. I just watched a cooking show. I mean, there's things that you can do that help fill your cup. And always for me, working out has to be in there. Like, I don't want to work out most times, but you have to be disciplined enough to know that it's good for your mental health. So when you're going through hard, physically moving your body is medicine. Movement is medicine. Movement is power. Movement is strength being poured into your life, even though it doesn't feel like that. Okay, 2, another letter F. You need to fuel the essential relationships in your life. Who is that? Does it have to be family members? No. Can it be great friends? Absolutely. But fueling those relationships when you're going through hard, those essential core tribe people that love you, that is so important. Being able to communicate with them and let them know what you're going through, and then in turn give them the opportunity to help you fill your cup. If they're a safe person in your tribe, fuel that relationship, because when you're going through hard, they will also help you get through hard as well. Relationships, connection, and love help you move through anything. Leading to number 3 is the icing on the cake is faith. F, the third F is faith. How you get through your hard. I have a tumultuous relationship with the vicissitudes of my life. It's been hard. It's been joyful. It's been happy. It's been sad. It's been full of grief and loss and pain, but it's also been beautiful. But when I start to worry is when I lose my peace. And what is the thing? You can't have faith and you can't have fear. God will help you. If you have faith in him, you need not fear. I love, I wrote the scripture down for you guys, Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. And it said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I reflect on that like so many times in my life. You know, our last name's Bauer. So people were like, wow, Bauer power, you know, now it's become a term of endearment, a way to encourage each other. But for me, and when we were going through hard, it was like, it's not us that are strong. It is God. Bauer power is Jesus power, and anybody can have that. If you are struggling, if you're going through hard, and you need some power, or you look at people that you know and admire that have gone through hard, and it's like, no way. Yeah, man, I could never be strong like them. There's no way. Stop doing that. Yes, you can. You can have the strength on loan from the Most High God, and it's available to you all the time with our Savior Jesus Christ. And that is huge to me. So the third F is faith. Fuel your faith. What does that look like? What helps you connect to deity? You know, what helps you feel a part of a plan, a part of a creator that loves you? Pray, read good, wholesome books. I love as well, and I know this isn't, well, maybe it is in the faith realm, but I love The Hobbit and I love The Lord of the Rings. Like, I love that you can be this small little person and you could change and make a huge difference if you just believe and have faith. And the light in that series, it's about light in the dark, you know, and I know that to be true. You know, there's God and there's Satan, and there's right and there's wrong, and there's truth and there's lies. And being able to stay in the light helps you feel the warmth of God and will help you get through your hard. So don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. I have been there when it seems like nothing works out. Like, I would just like something to work out. Have you felt like that at times? Like, I get it. But being patient and in God's timetable and having faith. So for me, that looks like going to church. That looks like, for me, renewing my baptismal covenant with partaking of the sacrament. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I also love to volunteer. I work for Catholic Community Services in their refugee spectrum, and I love to help others of different faiths get through hard times and be a light and a hope for other people. But it's a challenge. I get it. I understand. I know if you're going through hard and you're listening to this and you're like, yeah, but she doesn't understand this. She doesn't know this. But you're right. I don't. But God does. And God knows you and created you and knows you perfectly and can help you get through whatever you're going through. And He can use those people, those relationships in your life that you are fueling to help you as well get through your hard. So I love you guys. If you need help, you can check out my website, KamilleBauer.com, and I would be honored to walk that path with you. I do mentoring, coaching as well, but I love you guys, and I want you to know that you can get through hard. You can do this, but remember those 3 things. You got to fuel yourself, you got to fuel your essential relationships, and you need to fuel your faith. I will look forward to talking to you soon. Bye, guys.